I want to answer this question for Diana, as well as anyone else who has this question. She's asking if I'm creating a Google Meet event and a student can't dial in with their computer, how do they dial in with their phone alone? So all they've got is their phone. Maybe their computer's busted or their iPad's busted. That can still be done. So on my screen here, I have a Google Calendar. I'm going to create a new meeting. So I'll click here and I'll say meeting today, and I'll add a guest. You'll notice it makes this Google Hangouts meeting link. So when I click save, I can choose to email the invitation to my guests or not. For the purpose of this video, I'll go ahead and send the invitation. So once I've sent that invitation, if I click this event, I'll see both a Google Hangouts Meet link as well as a telephone number here. So here's the phone number. And once you dial that number, it'll ask you for the PIN. So this changes every time you create a new event. So over here, if I add conferencing, let's say I create another event over here, this is going to be given a totally different meeting link. And it's also going to be given a different phone number and a different PIN. So every event that you create is going to have a different phone number and PIN. If you want that phone number and PIN to be the same for your classes, so let's imagine that you wanted to have this one phone number and one PIN for all of your classes, you have to make that event recurring. So this event is only going to happen from 3 to 4 p.m. But if I go into the pencil over here and edit the event, and I choose the does not repeat option and change that, let's say to every day or every week, I'm going to go ahead and choose every week just for the purposes of this video, but you can make it whatever you want. You can make it custom. And I press save. It'll also ask me if I want to send an update to the guests who have already accepted this invitation. So for now, I'm going to say don't send. So now this phone number, I'll read it out. This one is 559-521-6552. And next week, if I click that one, it's still the same phone number and the same PIN. That might be a lot easier for your students so that they don't have to remember something new every time. So again, all we did was create a calendar event. Here's another one. I can add a guest to it, and it automatically creates that link. I can either create it and then press the pencil, or I can press more options. It gets me to the same screen. And instead of choosing to repeat the event, instead of choosing not to repeat the event, we can make this happen every week or every month, and that phone number and that link will remain